traffic together, and here is meteorologist Pete Mangione, and luckily it is not the high of 0 degrees here in Rhode Island or Mass.
We're going to do a little better than that today with the high temperatures, Catherine. How about 50 degrees better? We'll take it, but we'll also take some heavy rain overnight. Often at this time of year, the mild air masses come with rain and wind, and tonight will be no different. Right now, temperatures in the 20s across many spots. 28 Smithfield, 25 Providence, 24 Taunton, 25 New Bedford, milder in Newport at 38, 27 Westerly. We're 43 on the block, and notice 41 in Groton, Connecticut. Some breezes starting to kick up down across the South Shore, starting to drag in some of that milder air. For tonight, some heavy rain on the way. The good news is it will only be a few hours of heavy rain, so I think that will limit the flooding potential, but between about ½ an inch and an inch of rain is possible. Some isolated spots could pick up about 1.5 inches of rain. A thunderstorm could mix in with the showers tonight, especially across the South Shore. Strong gusty winds and also coastal flooding is a possibility, although because it looks like the strongest of the winds will time with low tide instead of high tide, that may actually help limit the coastal flooding, but some minor beach erosion is possible across the shore. Wind gusts tonight between 35 and 50 miles an hour are possible for these pink shaded areas. That's where we have a wind advisory in effect. And the orange areas, that's a high wind warning. Block Island being affected by that. Gusts between 45 and 55 possible. So of course we have to watch out for the potential of some fallen limbs, power outages, things of that nature, and we'll continue to monitor that situation. Winds right now not too bad. In fact, dead calm here in eastern Massachusetts, but up to 14 miles an hour in Groton, Connecticut, 14 on the block, and it has been a little breezy off and on in Newport. The breezes will start to kick up a little bit here across the South Shore first and then spread into northern Rhode Island and northern Bristol County throughout the late morning and early afternoon with gusts up to around 20. So it's not that windy today. The really strong wind holds off until tonight. Live pinpoint Doppler 12 not showing any precipitation. It is a beautiful sight here over the capital city. It's almost a shame to cover it up with numbers. 25 your temperature. Winds are completely calm. Satellite pictures showing a few clouds filtering in from the south and west. We'll get some breaks in the cloud cover off and on, but notice that the showers are still pretty far away. I don't expect those to arrive until after 4 or 5 o'clock. And then tonight, this pretty strong center of low pressure passes to our west. We'll be on the mild side of this. We'll get the wind. Gusty winds out of the southeast, and some of that rain could be briefly heavy, but again, I don't think we'll see any major rivers flooding or anything like that. The storm will move along just too quickly for that. As for this morning, 32, so a cold start. Eventually the mild air starts to get into place. Upper 40s to low 50s for high temperatures, but it takes until the afternoon to get there. So 48 in Wickford, 48 Newport, 49 in Coventry. Could see a few low 50s in southern Rhode Island. Also in northern Rhode Island, a few low 50s are possible. Lake Johnson, 50 degrees. Winds between about 5 and 15 this morning, a little stronger than that this afternoon. Eastern Massachusetts temperatures upper 40s to low 50s, and then tonight those strong winds between 25 and 35 with some gusts between 35 and 50 with periods of heavy rain. 7-day futurecast shows that system moves out quickly tomorrow. Wind in its wake, though, will start in the 40s, falling to the 30s by late tomorrow afternoon. Could be some rain or snow showers by Friday into Saturday. That's a look at your weather. We now get you over to JamCam Traffic with Bob Hanna. Hey, Bob.
Hey, Pete, things looking nice and light on this school vacation week after Christmas.